Girl came home to find her mother lying unclad on the couch. She seemed to be asleep, so the girl puts a blanket over her mother, but just as she was about to go back upstairs to bed, a strange scene occurred. Her mother, who had been lying on the couch, appeared in the stairwell. The girl was so frightened that she turned her head to check, but her mother was still lying quietly on the sofa, not waiting for the girl to understand. The mother on the stairs disappeared in an instant. Daisy froze in her tracks. She rushed to the second floor and closed the door tightly. She wondered if there was something unclean in the house. Daisy tried to keep looking up the stairs, and realized that her mother had followed her. She immediately closed and locked the door, because Daisy didn't know if her mother was real, or just an unclean thing. It turned out that just this morning Daisy's mother had made a decision. Her husband had died less than a year ago. Then she quickly fell in love with the man in front of her, and she accepted his request for an engagement. She even sent her daughter a picture of the love show. Daisy's expression changed immediately after seeing it. Her best friend could see what Daisy was thinking. She just couldn't accept her new stepfather. The friend suggested that she had a solution to the problem, so they drove out to the countryside, where there were few people. It was a cemetery. Daisy was still in a state of confusion. The best friend pulled out a rag doll. She claimed that the doll could summon her father, and even resurrect him. Daisy didn't believe it at first, but faced with the fact that her mother was about to marry someone else, Daisy decided to give it a try. It is said that if you want to revive a person through a doll, you have to find that person's tombstone, and then place the doll on the edge. Then you say an incantation to start the process. Daisy, who was half convinced, she read it along with her friend. At first, nothing happened. Soon the doll fell over, then it stood up again. Clearly, it was working. Daisy eagerly wished for her father's resurrection. Then the doll jerked its head. Daisy froze in her tracks. She expected something to happen, but nothing happened. Just when they thought the ceremony had failed, the graveyard keeper's flashlight swept by. Daisy had to collect her dolls and leave the cemetery. At this point, the two of them thought they had nothing to show for their day, but they didn't know that, when they started the car to go home, in the rearview mirror, a white figure had already appeared, but the figure was not Daisy's father's. And this is where the plot of the movie begins. A series of horrible things begin to happen around Daisy.